I had been in pain really, really consistently, like just constant pain. Like I would wake up with pain. I would go to sleep in pain. I would move. And when you're in pain, physical pain, constantly just nagging at you, it wears you down. Like it literally wears you down. It wears down your thinking, your decision making, and you really just are not yourself. You become someone different. And it was almost, it got to a point where it was like I was watching myself move through life and listening to my own inner dialogue. And one of the guys that I had worked with while I was living in Australia, he was a Western educated chiropractor who'd gone to medical school in the United States. And then through his own travels, he ended up spending 10 years studying Eastern medicine in Beijing. And I started working with him. And, he's like telling me all these things and we're going through it. And he's like, yeah, this here and that there. And this is the first time I'd ever done acupuncture. And he's like, when you finish with this, you're going to need to go home and you're going to need to lay down and don't do anything. And I was just like, yeah, all right, man, whatever, dog. And he put me on the table, lit some incense, like pricked me with like 30 needles. I laid there for probably 20, 30 minutes. And then he popped back in the room and he was like, all right, take it slow, get out of here. And I was like, all right, whatever. Got up off the table, walking like normal. Bro, I'm not even joking. By the time I got out of his office, it was like there's this scene in Usual Suspects, right, where Kevin Spacey had been pretending to be this like handicapped person. And at the end of the movie, you see it's just a shot of his feet where he's like walking with a limp. And then all of a sudden his like gait just opens up and he starts walking normal. And then you realize like, yo, this dude's been playing games the whole time. Well, that was me in reverse. Like I was walking normal and then all of a sudden like my body just started shutting down. And I was looking at myself like, yo, what is going on? And I literally just like lost control of my body. By the time I got home, I didn't even get into bed. I just laid straight on the floor and I went to sleep that night. The dreams that I had that night were crazy. But that next day was the best day I had ever had in like 2 whole years of my life. And it just opened up the top of my head to really becoming clear. And then my next few sessions with Thomas they were not even body. They were just all mind. And that's what he started talking to me about. And that understanding and then starting to shift that was massive. That was a massive shift for me.